in retrospect, I probably would have done things a little differently. Again, this is before the Russia mania. This is before they were building it up in the press. For me, this was opposition research. They had something, you know, maybe concrete evidence to all the stories I'd been hearing about, but they were probably underreported for, you know, years, not just during the campaign. So I think I wanted to hear it out. But really, it went nowhere, and it was apparent that that wasn't what the meeting was actually.
Did you tell your father anything about this?
No. It was such a nothing. There was nothing to tell. I mean, I wouldn't have even remembered it until you start scouring through the stuff. It was literally just a wasted 20 minutes, which was, you know, again, I didn't know there was any credibility. I didn't know if there was anything behind it. I can't vouch for the information. You know, someone sent me an email. I can't help what someone sends me. You know, I read it. I responded accordingly. And if there was something interesting there, I think it's pretty common. I think we had more important things to worry about. I wasn't sure of the credibility of any of this stuff. At the time, I'm sitting there. Indiana had just probably happened. You know, I'm worried about hearing a contested convention. So, you know, we're in a fight. This is the first time we've ever done any of this. This was, you know, I'm still way in the learning curve on all of this. So it wasn't that urgent to me if I'm saying, hey, it can wait till the end of summer. But, yeah, obviously you want to hear the information. I mean, that's what we do in business. If there's information out there, you want it, and then you make what you do with it. If there was something that came from it that was shady, if it was a danger to national security, I would obviously bring it right to someone. But I didn't know what anything was. It turns out it was nothing. And therefore, there's nothing to be able to actually talk about. There's nothing that I would do to ever endanger this country. I think the reason we fought so hard during this campaign, whether it was my father and the work that he put into it, whether it was the rest of our family and the efforts that we put into it, and you know those efforts well, it's because we'd do anything for this country. So we're never going to put that in jeopardy, ever. So I think the mainstream media has probably done themselves, you know, a pretty big disservice by going so far, by going so extreme, by being so sensational. And I think it's pushing regular people away because they want to see what my father campaigned on. They want to see jobs. They want to see the numbers that he's putting up. You know, the stock market keeps breaking hits. We have the all-time highest employment in the country in terms of overall numbers. All these things, you know, that he promised he would do, they're happening. They're actually happening, and that's not getting any coverage. And that's a real shame. If she was anyone else's daughter, she'd be a feminist icon, one of the most, just this incredible, brilliant, well-spoken woman. And they try to belittle her at every chance. It's really sad. And, as, you know, again, for me as a family member, as her brother, as her older brother, you know, you do take it personally. And it does make you want to fight back. And that's, you know, perhaps what we are, is we are fighters. And they don't take well to that either, because most people don't like being called on their stuff.